We're gonna get started with you waking up very slowly. It's dark wherever you are. It's really dark. And you can feel something around your leg and you feel like your entire body is being suspended. It's almost like you're being hung upside down. You feel a rope around your leg as well. Finally opening your eyes, you see this random kid with black and white hair sitting in this almost lawn chair on this grassy field about 10 feet away from you, just out of any of your distance. Your hands are tied behind your back, and you seem to be suspended over this infinite sky. You're in this almost realm of clouds. You can see clouds below you and some above you and some at almost your exact level. It's almost like you're in this bottomless dimension of skies. As this kid is just sitting there kind of like staring off at a book that he's reading. Seems like he's waiting for you to wake up.
You there? And he's just gonna try and wave, but he's gonna remember that his hands are tied. So he's just gonna try and shake his body.
He kind of like jumps a little bit and then looks up at you and pulls out like this candy and says, "Do you want one?" It's coffee. It's coffee flavored.
But
No?
anyways, I'm gonna say no on that, and I would like to be put down, please, if you're going to put me up here.
Oh, you want to be put down? As he walks over towards you and like lowers the rope a little bit, and you kind of like are now suspended over nothing and says, "How far down?" All the way?
On the ground, I guess.
I can do that. But I want you to answer a couple of questions for me first. Sound good?
All right.
Why do you look like my uncle? Who are you?
Genetics, I guess.
Who are you?
My name is Izo Aqueus, and I am from Aetherwind.
Aqueous.
Mm-hmm.
You're from where?
Aetherwind, a kind of large village town area.
Can you fly?
No.
I don't know of any Aether Wind in North Celia.
Izo is quiet for a second before snapping out of it and realizing what happened. Oh, I'm not from North Celia. I'm from a continent from the west. I crossed the sea to get over here.
Why?
It's a long, complicated story.
Well, I sat here for 4 hours waiting for you to wake up. I think I got time.
Put it simply, just issues with my town and its government. That makes me sound like a criminal. I know, but no, for real, it's
Are
bad.
you a criminal?
Farthest thing from it. I don't see why people would even try and commit crimes in the first place if you're going to guarantee to get caught. Or be guaranteed to get caught. But anyways, they were doing things to civilians, and I didn't support that. I tried to help, but I was going to be killed if I didn't leave.
All right. As he pulls like the whatever the hell was hanging you over the side and drops you down on the ground and releases your bindings.
So this, he motions towards the endless clouds. This is North Celia?
No. This is a place called the Cloud City. Well, that's what the dimension's named. I don't know why they named it that. But it's a bottomless place of endless clouds, which is why I asked you if you could fly. You ended up on North Celian shores. And I recognized you weirdly. You look really, really similar to one of my family members. Which isn't a good thing. So I wanted to ask you some questions, but I didn't want you to go nowhere. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings.
Good. Well, do you want to go to actual North Celia? Since that seemed where you meant to go.
I suppose. Really just anywhere besides Edgerton is fine by me.
You seem rather calm for a guy that just got strung up.
Well, my memory is still a bit hazy, so that seems like has nothing to do with it, but still. It's just too much that I can't even react for the most part.
That will happen a lot. Whenever you're ready.
I suppose I am.
This kid grabs you by the shoulder and tosses you off the ledge as he dives down for you. And you guys end up, in this nice grassy green plains. In the plains, you see these large amounts of gorgeous, tall trees. And off in the distance, you see a girl, rather small, wearing a hood. It seems like she's picking flowers or, I don't know. Clara, what is it you're doing? Outside of the town's walls.
Yeah, flowers.
Huh?
Picking flowers.
As I said, you see this rather small girl picking flowers. Clara, you see and hear Z fly back into the to the area. He's about 10 feet away, 20 feet away. Carrying Izo. Sorry, carrying this guy that you guys found on the boat.
She's gonna wave up to Z and run over to him, to them.
Z returns the wave. Izo, you see this, again, small girl, start running over towards you guys.
Hey Z.
What's up? He's awake.
Oh,
I retrieved him.
Good.
I got him back from the fisherman's village.
That's good. Didn't run into anything while you were out?
Sorry?
Did you run into anything while you were out?
No. Nothing important.
That's good.
Well, you gonna introduce yourself? Z looks over at you, Izo.
Well, I suppose I should properly introduce myself to both of you now. My name, as I told you, is Izo Aqueous, son of Beatrice Aqueous. I'm from Aetherwind, a town on the west side of North Cilia, which is where I assume we are now.
Beatrice?
Mhm.
Huh. It's a neat name for a dude.
No, a girl. That's my mom.
Beatrice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clara? Guess
It's
it's
nice
your
to
turn.
meet you, Izo. I'm Clara.
Clara!
Clara. Did I say it wrong again? Damn it.
What happened? You okay?
Yeah, I thought I said my character's name wrong.
I'm Z.
He looks down to you and says, like, the letter.
That's a short version of it.
I'm going to assume it's more complicated than
Yeah.
just the letter, so I'm not going to try to pronounce it.
Yeah. That's. Yeah, that's why I call myself Z. Well, Izo, you plan on sticking around, or are you gonna go roam or something?
Depends. I assume that what's behind y'all is a town.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all belong here, I could maybe find something to do there. If not, if I'm not welcome, that's fine. I'll find somewhere else. Just anywhere. It's fine with me.
As long as you're, like, not a dickhead, I guess you could stay. Clara?
Yeah?
Are you gonna, like, introduce him or something? Or am I gonna keep carrying this? Like, come on, man, we're supposed to be a
Um,
team.
should we do a tour of the town?
I guess so.
All right, then let's go to the town.
Z kind of lets out a little chuckle and then follows behind. Walking through the town, the group for the next like hour and a half shows you the mine that was recently set up, the tavern, the walls, the dojo, the tournament ring, the temple, the medical bit, everything in the town. They show you everything. Z talks a little bit about the crystal moths going around and whatnot, elaborating that they haven't came around too much, and he's worried that they're like plotting something.
Just to elaborate right quick, by crystal mall, you mean like a canine crystals on it or something? Never seen one before.
Yeah, they're not friendly, and you probably haven't seen them before because they only really inhabit this region. They're not common anywhere else. Anywhere else you find them, they're stragglers and, well, probably sent off to die.
Are they smart enough to really be plotting something though?
Are they smart enough to what?
Be plotting something like you suggested?
Oh, they're extremely intelligent creatures. Yeah,
Oh. Hmm.
and they're big too. Sometimes even as big as this guy. As he like walks over and pats this giant bird, feathery monster almost.
What is that?
Dodo Rex. Xerxes.
Does it bite?
Oh yeah, but not unless one of us tells it to.
Oh.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do? Clara? Izo?
I don't think so.
Alright. Well, I mean, if you guys got nothing designated. What can we do? Let's pick from this list. He does. He pulls out like a big ass scroll that seems longer than before. Clara says, "Let's pick from this list."
You added more to your list?
Always. I can't be short on my list.
That's understandable, actually.
Mm-hmm. So, what do we do?
What do you have on your list?
Fucking read it. Can't read it for you. Actually, no, I can. We can spelunk a cave, participate in a tournament, consume a boss fruit, have a picnic, visit a floating city, navigate through the never-ending forest, find a haunted mansion, raid a criminal camp, go to a festival.
Are there any festivals nearby?
Yeah, there's one happening on the New Year's. Well, I mean, to celebrate the New Year's in a few hours in the capital. I can only imagine what's going to happen there. We haven't had an eventless capital festival in 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep.
It could be fun though.
It
Yeah.
could.
Yeah, it absolutely could. I mean, shit, it's up to you guys what you want to do. I don't really care. But my bad.
For me, doing a tournament or any kind of fighting isn't really an option. I don't have any kind of physical prowess, so I'm not that magical either. Though I do enjoy the studies of magic, or data cells in general. I just
You sure you're
don't
not?
have it.
You sure you're not magical?
I'm sure. He doesn't know about Stale.
Icor?
Yeah.
In character, bro.
Same.
Stay in character, goofball.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, well, run that back. Are you sure you're not any magical? Fucking asshole. You have no magic?
Clara, check.
Clara, can you let him borrow your wand for a minute?
Sure.
Your small one?
As far as, yeah, he can borrow my simple wooden wand. Yeah, can't talk today.
Izo, can you do me a favor?
What is it?
At that tree, wave this wand and just focus. Really think about hitting that tree.
I mean,
yeah, just play along. Yeah, just play along.
Yes. As Izo grabs the wand and he just stares down this tree for a second before holding out his hand and just really focusing, slightly shaking the wand.
As The first shake of the wand, you see like a little blue spark kind of come out the front of the wand, and you feel this surge of energy go through your body. It's almost like when you jump into a pool of icy cold water. You get that feeling of like waviness. You can almost feel the blood flowing through your body. The first flick sparks that, and the second one, the moisture in your tongue kind of like makes you hyper salivate. It makes you salivate a lot. All of the movements in your body become extremely obvious to you. It feels almost like electricity is surging through you. It makes your fingertips tingle. And the third shake of the wand sends out this large wave that just takes down the tree, completely horizontalizes it. The tree is now sideways, totally tipped over. This wave of water that leaves the rest of the area drenched and kind of like makes it rain for almost a second. As Z is just giving you a little like light clap.
Izo, as soon as the wave would have came out the wand, he jumped back.
Yeah, you like fall on your ass, dude.
Izo looks at the tube, back at the tree, and back at the tube.
You good?
Just instant.
Yo, what's up?
Z looks at you, Izo, and he says, "You know, you're a bit more capable of things than you realize. Probably. Unless you were pretending to not be magical."
Last time I checked, I wasn't. That's been a very big part of my life. Just reading up on magic, not actually being able to do it.
Well, there's kind of a difference between studying magic and actually just saying fuck it and trying it. You know? What?
Just thinking.
Well, Clara's the magic lady. I'm just kind of good at seeing
That I am.
potential in people.
Iso gets up back onto his legs and like brushes off his coat, and he looks behind him and just notices that big blue tail. And he's just like,
Freaks out.
yeah, that's the best way to put it.
You guys see Izo look behind him, noticing the large tail on his back, and like completely fucking lose his mind over it. It's almost like he didn't even know that it was there until he turned around. As Z's watching an entertainment and Xerxes is watching an entertainment with the exact same energy. Almost mockingly entertained by this. Z yells to you, Izo, "Are you okay?"
No, the last time I checked, I didn't have a tail. What is this? A tail? The thing? I didn't have it. And then he just kind of stops freaking out for a second. I kind of remember. Okay, let me give you a little story time for a second. When I about fully done with what little food I brought with me, I was going to die. As hard as that sounds, yeah, I was going to die. But I met this dragon-looking thing that came out of the water, and it spoke to me somehow. Told me about some weird something like 3 others. I don't know. And I passed out, and I just woke up with you.
You met Ixthari.
Who?
A dragon of the seas. Only I can only think of 5 dragons that are strong enough to give humanoids life. Most things aren't capable of that. The rejuvenating waters of Ixthari, that's probably where it came from. Now the question is, why would he revive you? People die in the ocean all the time.
Hmm. Well, I've never really had any relations with dragons in general. I would never really go outside my town's walls, and all I'd do was, as I said before, study. I'd read. Never tampered with anything that I remember, at least.
Clara, are you gonna say anything? I feel like I'm kind of just pioneering this. Can you jump in? Have some.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
You're all good. You mind thinking out loud, please? Being frayed alive over here, dude.
Sometimes I think the world works in weird ways. Maybe it saw you, Ezo. Maybe it saw like what kind of potential you had with magic.
Hmm. Well, no matter what it was, I'm just glad to be alive right now. And especially doing that, and then he motions over to the tree that is horizontal.
That was cool.
Did I? So, do you think that one of y'all could, or really all of y'all, could help me learn more about that journal? This will not leave my mind for most likely the rest of my life.
I can
And
teach you how to.
even,
I can teach you how to optimize your magic and use it to its fullest strength. Clara, I can probably teach you how to actually use it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I'll do.
Huh?
I suppose that'll do.
Oh, right, my bad. Let's see, 3. That consumed your mana, by the way. Keep track of that. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Though I do have a question. Like, I've read up on magic use and all that,
Mm-hmm.
but as we just discussed, I've never had magic. Could one of y'all like give me a briefing on mana?
Clara, that's your field. I'm okay on that.
All right. So mana is what you use to be able to use magic. So say you have 10 mana total. Some spells will require 5, 4, even 10 points of mana. And once you use that spell, it will deplete what you have. So it's important to remember how much you have so that you can plan on what spells to be using. Because I have a spell um, called Lively Touch, and that consumes 10 mana. So if I was to use that on someone, I will be able to heal them, but it will cost 10 mana points. But you can also level up your spells. Sometimes it adds more damage, sometimes more effects to the spell that you're using, and sometimes even it'll reduce the cost. Because I have a spell that's at level 2 where it's four mana will be consumed.
Well, that was good. That was a really good explanation.
Agreed. I'm hoping I'll remember it.
It's very strange that your magical type is connected to your racial type, though.
Well, I kind of for that. Then again, could just be luck, but most likely not, considering the whole tail thing.
I think Ixthari had an idea or something like that. So?
What do you think?
Sorry?
What do you think his plan was?
I don't know. An Elder Dragon? That's crazy. Well, a
Uh,
Titan, actually. Titan Dragon. We gotta slay an Elder Dragon sometime. Not even slay, we gotta freaking fight one. Or something. I got this Troll's Necklace that can befriend one creature. We gotta do something with that. You know how badass it would be to roll through with a freaking dragon? Ain't no enemy's gonna pull up on us. We got the biggest blicky in the world, bro. Shit! What are you
oh,
giggling
goodness.
about, tickle shits?
Who were you talking to?
You. You're the only one laughing. What's so funny?
Oh. I don't know.
Oh. Well, I tried. So what are we doing? Are we going to a festival, doing a tournament? Well, I mean, they do have tournaments at festivals. What are we doing?
Do you want to go to the capital?
Want to go to the capital is a strong word.
What's wrong with the capital?
Nothing's wrong with the capital. I just have a very deep history with it. Z's eyes kind of dart left and right.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
Well, we gotta do something other than just sit here.
Yeah.
I think we should go to the festival. Sounds fun. Good food too. Maybe.
I mean, would that even be good for you? When your people, the people back at your home, would they be looking for you? Or anything like that?
I actually don't know.
I
For a
don't
little
think they would even
recap,
fucking recognize you like this.
the I don't know if y'all have one here or not, but the Peace Syndicate, as our town would call it, they sent out a bounty or a warrant for my head.
The what
So,
syndicate?
Peace Syndicate, despite them
The
not doing
Weiss
great things for our
syndicate?
people. Peace.
The Peace Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have the Peace Corps, not the Peace Syndicate.
Let's hope it's not anything on ours then.
Okay.
Do we need to get a disguise?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm imagining him without all this shit. I don't think they're gonna recognize him. I'm not gonna lie.
Because if we need a disguise, I have a skill for that.
Seriously?
Yeah?
How many times have I talked to you and not known it?
You never asked.
I fucking hate that mentality. Remind me to push you through a wall next time. Remind me to push you through a wall in an hour.
Do that, and I will blast you with wind again.
Do it. Blast me with wind again. See what happens. Think I don't have a counter to it now. Do it. I'm still pissed off from the 2 times that you fucking did. The 1 time that you did it, and the 2 times it fucking affected me. I'm still pissed. I'm just bottling that shit up. I will send you through, lady. Xerxes! As Xerxes starts fucking growling.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. Xerxes goes right back to puppy dog mode.
Good.
Bet you can't wind tunnel that big old bastard.
No, I cannot. No, I cannot.
Never mind. What were you saying?
Do you want me to tell you my other abilities skills I have?
Me?
Yeah.
Why? No, I don't. Look, I'm not sure if that's a thing that where you come from, but here, abilities and stuff like that, it's a little personal, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You walk around and tell somebody else your abilities, and you're kind of like, yeah. Normally, you only tell your abilities to your best friends and your partners. So no, I don't wanna know that.
All right.
So we going to the capital or no?
Yeah, I'm down. Izo, you down to go?
I'm down, yeah. No, I do have a slight question.
Why don't you ask it while we were moving? Clara,
No, yeah.
go get
Let's go.
whatever the fuck her name is.
Which one?
My question.
That lady, she's comfortable with you. I don't fucking know her name.
Oh, Iluna?
Yup. She's awake. Don't ask me how I know that. Just go get her.
Alrighty. Claire says that she runs back to town to get a Luna.
Ilona, are you here? Oh, great. You're lagging.
Oh, yeah? But what I mean.
Alright, there you go. You're good.
Oh, good. Good.
Now you're just muffler, bro. What is up?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know what. I didn't. Hold up. Give me a second. Okay, am I muffled or like robot? Like, what's up?
You're fine.
No, you're good.
Awesome, great. Ugh.
A giant crash goes on outside as Izo, you see this giant ice-covered dragon jump over behind Z after he does like a really high-pitched whistle. Damn, that training's paying off. Oh my gosh, bro.
Why do you have so many things? Not. I was gonna say dinosaurs, but like that's clearly not a dinosaur. Why do you have giant pets?
We befriend more than we kill.
Fair, but
That we do.
he takes a step back and just stares in a mixture of fear and confusion.
This dragon is kind of staring at you, Izo. Just looking at you in the eyes. You can feel some form of like weird connection to it, almost in a way. As it's like sniffing the air looking at you.
Iso is going to take a step forward. Not too much, just a step.
A step forward, you see its eyes vibrating almost as you hear, "You're one of us, aren't you? You can understand me, can't you?"
I mean,
All we hear is like a low rumbling. Almost the sounds of like a dragon roaring in a way. But it seems like Izo can like intuitively understand it.
in response to what the dragon said, Iso is going to nod, but like step back and away. And he turns to Z and says, "So it can talk too, apparently."
Well, to you, I guess. Not to us. I don't think. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope. I can't understand dragons. Not yet. Everybody get on its fucking back. Please.
Alrighty.
Huh?
Does the dragon have a name yet? See, or
He hasn't told me his name. You know,
ah,
on account of the language barrier.
oh, that's right.
Did I ask or something? It's still confusing.
I get a slight sense that the DM hasn't come up with a name yet. Z says very out loud, as the dragon doesn't fly, but jumps really fucking high and starts gliding across the ground, like really far. We are high up in the air. Is anybody uncomfortable with heights?
Iso's
No.
just
No.
he first.
Z clearly is uncomfortable.
See, you okay, buddy?
Yeah. I just don't like heights.
But you can fly. That's weird.
I'm not even gonna comment on what you just said.
But
Thanks.
it's true. Isn't it clear? I mean, he can fly, but why is he afraid of heights?
You know what? Everyone has a fear for a reason. I'm not going to judge.
Why are you asking her about me when I'm right here? You know how rude that is?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
I'm gonna fly on my own. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna start crying. No, I'm kidding. I just don't like heights.
But why is that?
I don't know. I never have. How are you so comfortable, Izo?
I'm like not too scared of heights, he says, as just he stares into the clouds.
Is that why you weren't freaking? Is that why you're not freaking out?
Oh, as freaked out as can be 100% at this point. Though I'm starting to get used to literal talking dragons and dodo rexes or something.
Yeah, I'm not used to it either.
Being high to the sky, this is the least of my worries when we have so much going on.
This was most of my life when I was a kid.
Being in the air?
No, training giant creatures that can kill me.
What kind of childhood did you have? Jeez.
A rough one. A really hard one. But it paid off in the end. I think all of us probably had a not very great coming up. At least I feel like something bad happened to end up here. I mean, hell, hey, Luna, you got kicked out of wherever the fuck you were. Probably. As the dragon continues soaring over, you guys see, like, beautiful meadows, some volcanic areas, mountains, hills, everything. Just massive structures of nature. It's almost breathtaking, the diversity and the sheer density of areas that you see. And you can see creatures even, like, just in nature, in the wild. Completely ignorant to the giant dragon that's flying overhead of them.
Amazing.
Yeah. Far off in the distance, you guys see a off in the distance to the west of you, you guys see a gigantic city. Massive city. It almost looks like a capital. And if it is the capital, then the dragon is definitely going the wrong way. One area that stands out to you guys is this. There's a lot of, like, fish people in the rushing rivers, in this giant rushing waterfall. They seem to be swimming against the currents and catching fish and stuff like that. The people are, like, sometimes blue, red, green, just a bunch of different types of fish. Human hybrids. All just living their own lives. Some of them are kids carrying baskets of fish. Others are really well-toned adults swimming and catching the fish. Some people live on the edge of the waterfall, and some people live actually in the falls.
Yeah.
As the dragon does continue to jump. You guys can have in-character conversation for a moment if you like.
So, Clara, what's it?
Yeah.
So, I know who you are, and I know who he is. And he gestures to Luna, and he says, "But who is this exactly?"
This is Luna. She just joined our group recently. But isn't the capital over there, though? And
Nope.
Esclar asked if she got... Oh?
No, it is not. And we
No,
do
it's
not
not. Okay.
ever want to go over there.
What's
Z
up
says
there?
with a very serious face.
Do you know
That-
what that place is?
Sorry?
Do you know what that place is, Z?
Yeah, that area is the Geocoria. At least that's what it's called. From what my mother told me, it's a massive landmass that we tried to build the capital on at first, but the very hard way found out that it was over a area of deformity. It's a hot spot for monsters and stuff like that, and it just became too much eventually to the point where we had to pull out of it.
Oh, I see.
That's why nobody goes there.
So basically, it's a place where monsters roam.
Exactly.
Okay, that's
And that
very interesting.
and that place is barren, dead almost, except for the monsters. Giant creatures too. I was actually thinking that we could go there someday, but probably not the greatest idea.
Yeah, not quite yet. Not yet.
Probably not.
Uh, Z says, the dragon's getting tired. We're gonna have to make a pit stop.
Fine by me.
You guys have been jumping for like 30 minutes. Just about. Before the dragon stops, it's still gliding for a while. Off in the distance, you guys see this thing. Giant, massive crystals sticking out of the ground. Almost going into the... what looks like going into the sky.
We're still ahead.
And then, to your left, you guys see this. A small city built around what looks like a massive sword.
Whoa.
As the dragon stops a few miles south of this city. On this, like, bridge area here. And, Z kind of, like, hops off the dragon, and pats it, and, the dragon lays down, letting you guys get off. There we go. You guys see a lot of people, like, crossing the bridges and stuff like that. Horses, some cars, just a lot of diversity in the area.
Izo looks over to Z and says, "So this place is the capital? I'm going to assume."
No.
Well, you did say pit stop.
Yeah. This place is Altoria. The capital's minor city. There's a lot of crime that goes on here. So we should be really careful.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Most of the crime that happens is thievery, though. So, you know. Luna, you got something to say?
Um,
Sorry?
if there's thievery around here, I think I might stay here if that's okay.
Why? It's not like anybody's gonna get that ring off you. I've tried.
Why would you try to get my ring off? What the heck?
I don't tend to mind my own business. It's kept me alive.
I mean, you could have asked me if the ring could come off. I could have told you no. I've tried.
It seems like magically attached to you.
It is.
So, do you guys want to go in the city or wait here?
I'm happy to go into the city.
Agreed.
I'd rather wait here.
It seems like the obvious exposition, I'm not gonna lie. Z says, very obviously calling out the cliches and stereotypes. So we go into the City of Thieves.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
His head kind of like goes back and forth. Okay. Man, I would have rather been at the fucking Barren Lands, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. The rest of the group hops off the dragon, the wyvern, and begins wandering into the City of Thieves. And I'm going to take a small break.